Orange Juice Aerobics. And today I've kind of gone off to the corner of the track because there's actually a bunch of people out here. Usually there's not very many people out here, but today there's a bunch of people out here. Okay. Today, working on speed again. And last week I PR'd in the 400. I ran a 108. And I almost feel like maybe I could go 107, 106 today. But I'm probably not going to reach my goal of 105. So I have 3 more seconds to cut. I don't want to get like excited that I set my PR last week because I've still got 3 more seconds to cut off my time until I've reached my goal this summer, which is a 105. So this week I lifted weights really hard because I'm starting to see more speed. I'm starting to see results. So I'm like, I'm 7 or 8 seconds faster than I was earlier this summer. So now I'm starting to lift weights harder and I'm trying to build more strength in my legs to increase my sprint speed. So now I want to work on my sprint speed a little bit, and then I'll come back and I'll do another time trial probably next week. When I get my speed up, I'm tough to get around on defense. Like, you do these footwork drills, and it really makes you a better defender. Like, when I'm running a 105 400 meter, when I get a couple more seconds off my time, when you add speed to strength, and then I kind of cover a big distance, you can become a pretty good defender in basketball. Because defense in basketball is all athleticism. Let's just do 7. Woo. I'll just do 7 with one leg. I added single leg press to my workout, so my legs are more sore today. Because I started doing single leg press in the weight room. I just started doing that. And hopefully that'll help me reach my goal and cut these final seconds. But my single leg is a little tired right now. So we're just gonna do 7. Whenever you start a new workout, give yourself time. Like I just started doing more leg exercises, so I'm not gonna run as hard today. You gotta give yourself time. You can't just work harder. You gotta let your body recover. Whew, 2 more. Whew. That's a decent dot drill. Whew. But yeah, so this week I ran a little more. I did a little more weights. But today I'm gonna run a little easier than I usually do. Try to let my body catch up. A lot of times, I run my best times on 3 or 4 days rest too. But lately I've been training so hard, trying to get over this little plateau. So I haven't had time to take rest to really run a proper time trial. So maybe I could even run 105 in the 400 right now. But I want to just keep my foot on the gas, keep training, keep increasing my training, and then I'll worry about the time trial next week or whenever I take a few rest days. But right now, I want to keep my foot on the gas without pushing myself to the point that I hurt myself. So it's like, how hard can you work out comfortably without hurting yourself? And, you know, if I came out here again and PR'd again, I PR'd again next week, and I PR'd every week, that's great, but you kind of want to go a little slower than that. You kind of want to let your body catch up. You don't want to, I mean, I don't want to say you don't want to PR every week, because that'd be great to do that, but I kind of want to go a little slower. I kind of want to let my training catch up, incrementally add exercises, and then try to PR again, instead of just coming out here balls to the wall every week. But I'm definitely happy with some of the results I'm getting, and that's motivating me to work harder. So this week I ran more, I put in more time in the gym. And like you can even tell, like I'm benching like 210 right now, I'm maxing like 210 on bench press. If I'm running a 1 minute 400 and doing my dots, that's tough to get around as a defender. Like, so that's really where my focus is in terms of athleticism. And the dots and lunges are key too. So on days where I don't go 100%, I do the aerobics. You know, I'll do a few more jumps today than I usually would do. And then after this, I'm still gonna do my 4x400 in a mile, but I might not go 100% today. I might run 90% today. And then I ran 1 or 2 miles more this week than I did last week. So I ran like another mile, mile and a half this week. I just want to incrementally increase my workouts. I think that's 7. 8. 9. Whew. Ooh. I can feel my vertical improving a little bit too, but mostly I'm working on my foot speed. You know, I want to be right here. You know, on defense, I just want to be right here. But shoulder workouts, I mean, people in basketball say, oh, what's the point in lifting weights? Wrong. The reason Jordan McCabe is never going to be a great college player is because he doesn't work out his shoulders enough. And if you want to be an elite defender, not only does it help to create space on offense, but it helps defensively when you're nudging in the lane and stuff. Because that extra strength, I mean, it's an argument in basketball philosophically that, you know, you're supposed to really lift weights for football. But that extra strength impacts the game. Like, that's going to impact if someone's able to cut that corner on you. You know, you got your hand out. There's obviously little, you know, all this going on in basketball all the time. But if someone's going to get around that corner, sometimes depends on if you bench 200 pounds, whether they're running through that shoulder or not. And it's like a ticky-tack part of the game that people don't like to talk about. A lot of times you'll see Harden just go up and throw something up and he'll get a whistle. But in playground basketball, weightlifting helps a lot. You know, and then not only that, in terms of defending yourself. You know, if you're going to play on playgrounds, you're going to play at a higher level. Jordan McCabe, perfect example. He just made it to Division I. Eventually, you're going to get in a fight on the basketball court. And sometimes you can prevent that fight by being strong. Because like someone sees me, they see my scar, they see that I lift weights, they're going to be less prone to even want to fight. So sometimes you can keep yourself from getting in trouble too by putting up a good defense and being strong. And in being someone that someone doesn't want to disrespect because they know you'll do something about it. So there's a benefit in working out also, especially in basketball, where if you end up playing on really good courts, you could end up getting in a fight. There's a huge benefit also in lifting weights, and then maybe you're going to win that fight on the playground. And maybe that'll take you, you know, that much further in basketball. Because a lot of people don't like to talk about it, but especially in playground ball, fighting is kind of part of the game. And bullying is part of the game. Like, playground basketball is basically bullying 101. There's 10 people on the court. Only one person shoots the ball. So there's always going to be bullying, even on your own team, in terms of who's shooting the ball and who's doing what. So all these workouts are going to pay off in the end, just in terms of what role you're going to play on the basketball court, let alone if you get in a fight or it comes down to game point and you got to get a stop. You know, with me, my whole life people said, oh, kill him, burn him. Well, now you see me benching 200, 225, running a 1 minute 40, 100 meter dash. Ain't nobody killing me, bro. Kyrie Irving, I could play one-on-one with Kyrie. He's not blowing right by me. Like, maybe Kyrie, but most people are not blowing right by me. Like, maybe not Kyrie. Maybe Kyrie would blow by me, but most people aren't blowing by me, bro. Like, and you know, that's preparation. That's internalizing the shit talking. For me, I take the game personally, or I used to when I was younger. And eventually it came to a point, I remember, where I lost a close game and I was talking shit. I internalized it. I said, I don't want to be a person who talks shit and then loses. So I started taking that energy and training when no one's around. You know, when I'm by myself. And, you know, and then you start taking pride in it. And, you know, basketball is basketball, but that's true in life too. You know, whatever you take pride in, do that in your spare time. And then do the little extras like this that are going to help you when it comes down to game point. Otherwise, I'm going to just do some normal squat jumps. I'm going to do my 4x400. And I'm going to do 1 mile. I think I ran 8 miles this week. I lifted really hard the other day. And my legs are getting stronger. I started doing single leg press. And hopefully that extra workout is going to lead to me running my time of 105 in the next couple weeks.